Welcome back to Ask Your Dad. Mother's Day was this last weekend, and in honor of that, today I'm talking about dads, specifically dad fashion. Why do dads dress this certain way? Why is there this stereotypic idea of what a dad looks like? Maybe with fanny pack, jean shorts, I don't know, just the goofy stuff. Maybe what I'm wearing right now, a beat up sweater that they just wear all the time, and that single hat that they wear out for every occasion. This is something that I've thought a lot about the last few years because maybe as I've become a father, or maybe it's due to just maturing as a man, maybe that's part of it. Something happened in the last few years that was like a switch just flipped, and that was from when we had our first son. Basically, there was this time where I was so concerned about what I looked like, about what I was buying, about the brands I was wearing, or how I was presenting myself to other people through what I look like. And now, like I said, there's this switch where I'm realizing, hey, that's not me. I don't care about that. I'm not trying to impress anybody anymore. What I challenge others, other men, other young men especially too, hey, have some introspection. Why are you acting the way you're acting? Why are you wearing these shoes? Did you buy these just so you can take cool pictures of them, or because you saw somebody else on Instagram? Do you see something I have on my Instagram? You're like, hey, I want that. I want to covet that. It's something to really think about. So specifically for dads like me, dads older generation, I think what it really boils down to is we're not trying to make a statement anymore. It's more about longevity, about utility. It's about function and comfort. Another thing that's really important that I think about a lot when I'm shopping is, hey, what good does this do me? Let's say I want to buy a new pair of shoes for like walking around. What good does this do me? Would my money be better spent maybe buying a similar item for one of my kids or for my wife? Kids' feet grow really quickly. Do I need my 10th pair of shoes, or does my kid need the first pair of shoes in that next size up? The other side of this, the flip side of this, is the dads that wear like kind of goofy stuff. And that I think that people see that and they're like, oh, that dad is just giving up all these things. But I think it's deeper than that. In certain cases, some people just buy the Cheetos shirt from Walmart because, I don't know, it was on sale or something, and they're not really trying to be funny. But as dads, when we're wearing goofy things like that, especially if we can still exude that confidence, I think that's really character building in our children to show, hey, I don't need to dress like this. I don't need to be head to toe Nike or Gucci or whatever to be able to be confident in who I am as a person. Dads are there to lead by example, to lead based on their character and not their clout, not what they're wearing, not what their job is. It's all about who you are as a person. One thing I love to see is a family with like two cars, let's say. This is kind of our family right now. We have one SUV that's really great for driving the kids around, doing everything that my wife needs to do with the kids, or when we go on family vacations or whatever. That's the car that we take. My car, on the other hand, is still a great car. It functions. It gets me to work every single day, but would be considered by a lot of people a junker. In reality, the reason I'm keeping that car is because, hey, this gets me where I need to go. It serves that function. It has a lot of utility to it. I can put things in it that I'm not worried about scraping it, and it is good on gas mileage. In reality, if I wanted that new Mustang that all these kids go out and get, or that Hellcat or whatever, that's X amount more money that I have to spend each month that I can't be putting, towards my family or putting towards my family's future, as in a savings account or even in the stock market. So things like that, I really love to see that. It just shows that, hey, dad's putting himself, and I'm not saying that I'm so great by driving a crappy car. I'm just saying I think that's part about maturing as a person, or as a dad especially, is like, hey, I need to put my family first. Let me drive that crappy car. Let me do that thing. Let me take a little bit of a back seat. That way I can push my family forward. Going back to that point about leading by example, about making sure that your character is, sterling, and the things that you wear, the things that you own are definitely backseat. As dads, we need to be making sure that we're teaching our kids character building things like resiliency and strength through confidence, because that's where the real strength comes from. That's how people know that you're strong. It's not by flexing what you have. It's not by pretending you're tough. It's by being tough. It's about being mentally tough. It's about being emotionally and spiritually tough. As dads, we need to make sure that we're teaching our kids, hey, you don't have to be worried about what you wear to school on a certain day. I think kids are so worried about what they're wearing to school these days to try to fit in. They'll even wear sweatpants, which is like the antithesis of what you would think it would be. But that's what all the kids are wearing. So it's like, hey, I want to fit in. I want to look like I just woke up. It's the strangest thing. And I think I did it when I was in college too. I did it when I was in high school as well. I'd want to wear all the same things. But these are things, hey, we know that we've gone through this when we were young men and women. Let's make sure our kids don't make the same mistake. Let's teach our kids that you don't have to seek approval from others. All you need to really worry about is what's in here. There's this huge shift in our culture right now that so many people are so concerned, especially the younger generation. They're so concerned about what they look like on the outside that they're actually starting to change how they're seeing themselves from like the inside out. As parents, we need to identify. We need to have these conversations with our kid before it's too late, before their friend groups completely indoctrinate them with these ideas. So just to wrap this all up, going back to the original like idea of the stereotypic dad's like outfit, think about it, contemplate it. Hey, what is this dad trying to put out there by looking this way? Is he doing it intentionally, or is he giving up? What's he doing? Or is it because, hey, he's got all this confidence, he doesn't need to look a certain way? Maybe we should see those New Balance shoes as like a badge of honor, like, hey, I've made it to this point. So anyways, this topic I could probably go on for like an hour talking about something like this, but I'm sure no one's interested in listening to that. So thanks for watching. If this reminded you of your dad, or it made you think about how you are, or, if you're a younger person and you want to, grow up to exude that sort of confidence or anything like that, make sure you make sure you subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.